Hi, welcome to the Android. We'll discuss about Android operating system. In this class of Android, we'll discuss about the basics of the mobile technologies. We'll discuss about the introduction to Android. We'll discuss about the software development kit, which is used for developing the mobile applications. This is software development kit. And we'll also discuss about the various fundamental blocks of Android called activities, services, intent, and data storage. Very in the following some of the sessions we'll discuss about each one of them in detail. We'll also discuss about that how can you develop application which uses the thread concept in Android. We'll discuss about that as well. We'll discuss about some of the techniques and tricks how to debug an application, because when the things goes wrong you need to understand that how to debug an application. We'll also discuss about fundamentals of animation, security, and we'll see that how somebody wants to play around with the Android framework source code. Most importantly, we'll discuss about the maps and geolocation API. And then in the end, the best practices how to develop an Android application. So let us start with the basic of mobile technology. In this session, we are focusing mostly about what is CDMA, what is GSM, what is Edge, what is GPS, GPRS, first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and a little bit about Bluetooth or infrared. This is just a duplication of that, so overlook that. And we'll try to understand this basic technology. The idea is that whenever you are going to make a career in Android or mobile application development industries, you should have some basic concept about some of the fundamental low-level technologies which are used in mobile world. And that was the idea, to just give you a brief about each one of them. Let us start with GSM. GSM is most widely used mobile technology which helps you to make a call from one mobile phone to another mobile phone. And in India, almost all the mobile phones are using a GSM. Some of them are using another competing technology called CDMA, but most of them use GSM. What is GSM? GSM, the full form is Global System for Mobile Communication. It is a standard set of cellular protocol. It is a standard set of cellular protocol, and it was developed by European Telecommunication Standard Institute, ETSI, in 1990. So it is pretty much 20-year-old protocol. It has been improving over year again, but it was developed in 1990-91. It started becoming implemented by some of the telecoms carrier. Now, when two cell phones communicate to each other, they use this protocol, and here is a diagram which it shows. It talks to this, then it talks to the server, then it goes through the public service telephone network and goes to the phone. So those are the things which we have to understand. So it was also little bit about that, what it brought the change. Before GSM came in the picture, there was all the cellular networks were analog. So GSM brought the first concept of digital network. So it was a digital and circuit switched. So that gives a completely different paradigm in this one. So it was digital, it was circuit switched, and it was a replacement of first generation of analog cellular networks. So GSM is very popular all over the world. It is used, and most of the people in the world use today this one. You can read a little bit more about GSM. You can go to the Wikipedia and just search for GSM, and you will find a lot of information about that. But I just wanted to give you a brief about this one. What is CDMA? CDMA is a competing technology. It is, for the full form is Code Division Multiple Access, used by various radio communication technologies. CDMA, most important thing is CDMA allows several users to share a band of frequencies. So there is a concept of called sharing. What it means is that there is no dedicated frequency just between two pair of people talking. The same frequency is used by multiple pair of people talking. And this concept is called multiple access. So code division, multiple access. CDMA employs a spread spectrum technology and a special coding scheme where each transmitter is assigned a code. So what happens is that if there are two different transmitters in two different mobile phones, they can use the same frequency, but they will be sending a different code so that at the receiving end, at the server side, they can split it again, that data, and send it to the right destination. So same frequency band, two different data is transferring with a code built into that. It allows multiple users to be multiplexed over the same physical channel. So they share the frequency. In the very simple way, they share the frequency. What is the difference between GSM and CDMA? The difference between GSM and CDMA is that, as I mentioned, that it is dedicated frequency, it is same frequency. The data speed is not very high because it consumes the same frequency. So everybody is using a different frequency. So the frequency is split between multiple caller. So the data transfer becomes a little small. But since it is the same frequency is used by multiple people, the effectiveness of utilizing the frequency bandwidth is much higher. So it uses up to 2 Mbps. So speed is high. High bandwidth. High bandwidth. High bandwidth. In GSM, SIM card is the identity. So if you change the SIM card from one phone to another phone, that phone start acting as if that is your number. But in the case of CDMA, your phone number is hard coded in the mobile handset itself. So if you want to change the phone, your phone number will also change. Or if you want to change the phone number, you have to get a different mobile handset and then use it. Recently, although CDMA has also understood this problem and came up with the concept of SIM. So now SIM card is also used here. GSM has one of the best thing about GSM is that since it is a little older technology and it is used all over the world, so there is a good support for international roaming. So if you are planning to make an international travel, then you can be sure that in that other country where you are traveling, you are going to have a support of your GSM phone. But in case of CDMA, some of the countries is still not very strong in CDMA technology. They don't have the tower or infrastructure for CDMA. So international roaming may not be very well supported for that. So not very good support for international roaming. So that is the CDMA concept. But CDMA is a newer technology, much faster, a stronger bandwidth, but it is still not popular in most of the countries in the world. So that was the difference between GSM and CDMA. Now we'll discuss about what is GPRS. You have heard about this. GPRS stands for General Packet Radio Service. It is a second generation, third generation, or sometimes referred to as in between both generations, like 2.5G wireless data service. What it brought is that it was built on GSM itself. GPRS extends GSM data capability. So it is an advanced version of GSM itself, and it is used for internet access, multimedia, messaging services, and some mobile internet application. So GPRS is nothing but extension of GSM. So every time you are using an internet or something on your mobile phone, you are using a GPRS technology. If it is a GSM phone, if it is not GSM, if it is CDMA, then they use their own technology for internet access and everything. But GPRS is specifically for GSM phones. What is GPS? GPS, as the name suggests, it is a global positioning system. It is actually a constellation of 27 Earth orbiting satellites. Out of that, 24 keep working all the time and 3 works as a backup system. So if any one of those 24 satellites uh, have a problem or any issue, then one of those 3 backup start working. GPS was basically developed by US military, and it was used for their own military navigation system, so that if their army military team is in the various part of the world, if they are deployed, how can they navigate from one part to other part when there is no map, there is no travel, there is no route, and there is no navigation system or mapping system, and place is completely unknown. For those problems to solve, US military developed this system called GPS. But soon later, they open it to everybody else to just get the location of the mobile phone as well. Now, GPS, what it does is that it can help you to get the uh, longitude and latitude of a mobile phone. So this is what it gets you. Once you get the longitude and latitude of your phone, then you can, based on that, you can build an application. What exactly is this constellation of 27? Each of these are 3,000 to 4,000 pound satellites powered by solar system, and it keeps circling the globe at 12,000 miles or 9,000 kilometers per second or something, making 2 complete rotations every day. How does GPS finds out the longitude and latitude of your mobile phone? It uses a trilateration technique to find the position. So trilateration technique is used by GPS to find out the location of your mobile phone. Now let us discuss a little bit about what is first generation, second generation, 2.5, 2.75 generation, and third 3G, 4G. G stands for generation. It is nothing but an evolution of mobile technology over last 10, 15 years. If you go back 15, 20 years before, 20 years back, everything was analog. So phone was invented and people are talking over an analog system. So that was the first before 1G. It was designed for voice only communication. And obviously 1G systems are now almost extinct. Now after a few years, like in 1990, early part of 1990s, some European companies came up with a concept called GSM technology. And that is when this analog became digital. And 2 different technologies were developed as a part of second generation of evolution called GSM and CDMA. And the focus was still the voice communication. Data transfer was not really the focus. They just wanted to make it digital and circuit switch. So this generation brought 2 concepts. One, they made digital and then circuit switched. Now let us, and obviously second generation has little better privacy in terms of the voice and everything. Now came the concept of 2.5, 2.75 GB or something in between 2G and 3G, second generation and third generation. This is a time when the GPRS was created. So GPRS was created for GSM. CDMA came up with a technology called CDMA 2000, phase 1. And then also Edge was created for a better email and kind of a data transfer. So first it was voice, then digital voice, then email system and internet. So GPRS and Edge both brought the technology for internet and email. Edge was used only for email purpose. GPRS was used for internet browsing and higher data transfer. The data transfer, it is not a voice. Data transfer is started from 120 to 250 kbps, and it has now increased even up to 1 Mbps or so. In this generation, people started using mobile email, internet browsing, and all those things, they started doing it. So that was the time when this generation started happening. Now, after that, the next generation was 3G. In 3G, what happened is that the technology started evolving a lot better. So first, it came with UMTS and CDMA 2000. Packet switching technology, instead of circuit switching, it became a packet switching. Data transfer went to 2 Mbps, and in fact, now it is 10 Mbps. And in 3G, we started seeing this mobile-based television, mobile-based video conferencing, and all those technology. Right now, we see that almost every country has developing country or developed country has 3G mobile phones and mobile infrastructure. The next generation is called 4G, and where up to 2 GB of data can be transferred over mobile phone. So this is a huge jump, and it will bring open to the lot of different kind of mobile applications and opportunity as well. So just wanted to give you a view that 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, how the technology for mobile has evolved over time. Now, you might have seen about the Bluetooth applications in the mobile phone. Let us understand about what are those, what is the difference between Bluetooth and infrared. Bluetooth is basically used for hands-free earphone and listening music and all those things, but mostly it is used for hand-free earphone. It is used for remote control and thing. The one difference what I wanted is that infrared needs a line of sight transmission. Do not have a line of sight trans requirement. It is a short range. It is even shorter range. It is just for 10 meters. Infrared is little longer. In infrared, data transfer is up to 10 kbps. It has increased a little bit, but it is more. Bluetooth is more data transfer. So you can listen a music, talk over phone, all using the Bluetooth technologies.